is Sunday, September the 1st, 2024, and I hope everybody's having a great Labor Day weekend so far. I just want to start off today's video and to say thank you so much to everybody for all the well wishes and prayers and just all the beautiful comments that everybody posted up yesterday for my son. I can't thank you guys enough. It truly is something really special to see that much outpouring of love from everybody. And I showed my son all of the comments that were posted up on yesterday's video, and I've been showing him everybody that's been posting up this week as well. I was telling him last night, I said, hey man, you got people all over the world that are praying for you and wishing you well. And I began to show him all the comments that you guys posted up, and it really put a smile on his face. So I just want to say thank you so much to everybody. And it seems like he is actually getting better. He seems better today. He's still sick, but he's definitely going in the right direction, which is great. And I am a 100% believer in the power of prayer. And I really do believe that you guys, with all the prayers and well wishes and everything, did help expedite his getting better along. So once again, thank you so much to everybody. I can't tell you guys how much it really does mean to me to see so many people saying such nice things. It truly is beautiful to see. And while I'm talking about it, I was talking with my wife this morning. It is just here lately, here on YouTube, just watching the amount of connections that are beginning to happen here in the sober community with all the other YouTubers, and just talking about just how beautiful things are and the blessings in life. You know, just seeing how everybody's just coming together right now. And you know, a lot of YouTubers, and you know, they're really competitive with each other, especially in specific types of genres, but in this genre, you know, our special little niche on YouTube, everybody has just been so cooperative and friendly with each other and kind to one another, and everybody's willing to participate and help each other out. And for any of you other YouTubers that are out there that are watching right now, that you know, that watch my videos as well, because I watch all of you guys as well, and I'm not kidding about that. And I've been watching you guys for a long time. I don't want to say a whole bunch of specific names because I don't want to miss anybody. But you guys all know who you are, and you know, thank you so much just for being how kind all of you are. And you know, this morning, I'll just say, for instance, this morning I was showing my wife a video that Backcountry had just posted up yesterday, and he mentioned me in his video, and I was showing my wife that this morning, and my wife started to cry when she saw that, just because of how beautiful it is that we're all coming together. And I was telling her about, you know, today I'm going to be talking with Slayer Sober. Him and I are doing our talk, and just everybody here in the community, just all the other YouTubers, we're all coming together and helping each other, and we're not being competitive and being mean to each other, and we're all working towards the same goal, which is trying to bring awareness to alcoholism, AUD, whatever you want to call it, drug addiction, just addiction in general. And seeing everybody just come together and cooperate with each other, I mean, it really is something very special to see. I mean, really. And I feel like we have a lot of momentum going right now, especially with all the other YouTubers, and not just the YouTubers too. You know, all of you guys that watch, all the guys that comment, like, share, do anything here on the channel or any of those other guys' channels. When you guys do those things, it's helping get those videos out into the algorithm, and these videos are getting put in front of people that probably would have never have looked up this subject. It just gets recommended in their feed, and you know, they might have a little bit of curiosity about this topic. Maybe you know, they've been thinking about it a little bit lately. Maybe they're drinking a little bit too much, and they're wondering, am I drinking too much? Maybe do I have AUD? Whatever it may be. Or they have a family member that they think that might be having a problem, and then all of a sudden one of our videos pops up on their feed and they decide to click on it and watch, and then next thing you know, You know, they're getting recommended other videos. They're seeing all the other people that are posted up about this. And it's just really nice to see how much momentum that we're all gaining right now. And I really do believe that it's with the kindness and cooperation of everybody that's helping each other out here, and all of you guys here as well. You know, if you guys didn't take the time just to like videos and share them and comment and all that stuff, these videos wouldn't be getting out the way that they do. And you know, all of you guys that comment and share your stories and leave things up there for other people to be able to go back and read when you guys share your stories on here, it truly is amazing what I'm seeing going on with the sober community now on YouTube. I mean, it's mind-blowing. And I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you, to all the YouTubers and to all the subscribers and watchers of all the videos. You guys are really truly pushing this ball up the hill, and we're actually getting somewhere with this. And I do believe that within you know, a small amount of time, we're gonna really make some progress and get this message out to more and more people. Because at the end of the day, the more people that we can help, you know, maybe stop before it becomes a major issue for them, it's life-changing for people. And not only just for the individuals that might come across a video, and it might just be that one video or it's something that somebody says, one of the YouTubers says, or anybody, it might be a comment on one of the videos where something just clicks. Somebody sees something and it just clicks, and it clicks in their mind, and they go, I want to make a change. And then all of a sudden, this whole domino effect begins to happen. You know, it's like this ripple effect in the pond. You know, you throw one little pebble in there and you get all these ripples. You know, somebody likes a video, which puts it out into the algorithm, and it gets in front of somebody who just needs to see it. They watch it. Next thing you know, they decide to stop drinking or whatever they do. And then next thing you know, their children don't have to grow up in a household with a parent that has AUD and have to experience all those problems, or watch their parent get sick and end up in the hospital, and just, there's a whole slew of things that could go wrong. And I truly do want to thank each and every single one of you for your participation in helping to get these messages out to the vast population of people out there in the world. What I want to talk about really quick, and I can't do a long video today. I've got to hop off of here in just a minute because I'm doing my talk with Slayer Sober. But what I wanted to talk about really quick before I get off of here today is, you know, it's Labor Day weekend, and these are the times when you know, remaining sober can be kind of tough. These are the times where we get invited over to our friend's house for that, you know, football game or a barbecue, or you know, we get invited to the lake for the weekend, or to the beach, or to the mountains, or whatever it is. You know, these are the times when we gather with our friends and our family, and we do things with each other. And these are also the times when people really do consume alcohol. You know, we all get together. I mean, it's what we do in our society. Alcohol is socially acceptable. When a lot of people gather together, a lot of times we tend to drink. You know, it lubricates things for us. You know, it brings down those walls a little bit. It makes us a little more comfortable to speak to each other. You know, just helps with our social anxiety. And, you know, these are the times where we end up at somebody's house, and the next thing you know, they offer us a beer or whatever it may be. And, you know, those are the times when it's really tough to remain sober. And what I wanted to talk about today is how when I relapsed, all the times that I relapsed, and I was actually just talking with Slayer Sober about this like last week. We were on the phone. It was actually last Saturday when we were talking about us doing our talk this week. And we started talking. We were on the phone for like 2 hours last weekend. And one of the things that we talked about is how relapse always begins with a thought. It's always with just one thought. And it could be anything. You know, you might wake up that morning and you know that afternoon that you're going to be going to that local barbecue, or you're going to your parents' house or your friend's house that night for whatever reason. And that thought pops in your head. And you get that thought in your head, I think I might just have a beer tonight. I'm going to be around all these people, or I'm just going to have a drink for this reason or that reason, or I'm going to this dinner, so I want to have a drink. it always starts with a thought, and it always started for me with a thought. And once that thought came into my mind and I started to let it manifest, and I started to give it more fuel because I would continue to think about it, and I entertained that thought throughout the day, that thought became like a snowball. And you know how, like a snowball, it starts to roll down the mountain, and it starts to collect more and more and more snow, and it becomes, it starts off a little snowball this big, and it turns into this humongous thing, and it can knock a whole house down. That's how these thoughts manifest in our mind, and it just begins with one little teeny tiny thought. I mean, you could reference it to just a snowflake that drops to the ground and becomes a ball, and then rolls into this humongous ball. And that's basically how it all works out. We get this one thought in our head, and we let it manifest, and it continues to grow throughout the day. And then we finally get to that point when someone does crack that beer and put it in front of us. We've already set the whole relapse up in our head before it even happened. And that's how it always happened for me. It was already in the back of my mind. I already was thinking about it, and sometimes it would be a week before I would relapse. I would already start giving myself these permissions. I would already start thinking about, well, Friday's going to be a really stressful day, so I might just have to have a drink, but this time I can control it. But I'm not going to drink today. I'm just going to wait and see how Friday turns out, and but I'm just gonna drink on Friday. If I do drink, it'll just be on Friday, or however it worked out. But it always started with one little thought, and then time down the road, it would turn into a relapse. And the reason I'm talking about this today is that don't entertain that thought. Whatever that thought is that crosses your mind, erase it out of your head. Just don't think about it anymore. Don't give yourself those little teeny tiny permissions to relapse again, because that's what ends up happening. We have to protect our sobriety. Don't let that little person on your shoulder start whispering in your ear. As soon as those thoughts enter your mind, just get rid of them. Flick that little guy off your shoulder and don't think about it any longer. Change your thought process. It's one of the most important things that we can do to protect our sobriety. We have to watch how we're thinking. We have to pay attention to what's going on up here, because at the end of the day, our mind is the most powerful thing that we have. If we start thinking negatively, most of the time negative things are going to end up happening. If we start thinking positive things usually do follow. And it's just like the placebo. If we think that taking this sugar pill, is actually going to work for us, 90% of the time, the placebo works because of the power of the brain. And we have to think about our sobriety in the same manner. We cannot let our brains go down that path. We have to control our thoughts. Pay attention to how you're thinking. If you really start thinking about alcohol a whole lot, pay attention to that. Pay attention to when those thoughts start to enter your mind. Is it when you're in a really stressful situation? Is it when, you're at work and it's right before you get off? Is that when you really start thinking about alcohol a whole lot, or whatever the substance may be? Pay attention to those timelines and those patterns, because they often are patterns. If it's in fact you start thinking about drinking right before you get off work, well, think about something else and be aware that that's going to be coming up. You already know, okay, at 5 o'clock, I'm really going to start jonesing for a drink. I need to do something to occupy my mind and take my mind off of it, whether it be putting your earbuds and listening to some music and taking your mind off of it, or listening to a podcast, or picking up a book, or either grabbing a Diet Mountain Dew, and that's your drink for the day, and maybe setting up something to help yourself along, maybe having a little cooler with a couple of bubbly sodas in there, and that's what you're going to reach for when you get off work. No matter what it is paying attention to our thought processes and the patterns and the way that we think, and recognizing when those red flags do come up, that we stop it in its tracks and don't allow it any more energy. We have to stop it right there, because I can tell you guys from personal experience that it always started with a thought, just one, and I allowed it to enter my brain and continue to fester there until it actually happened. And it's like I was foreseeing the future. I was telling my future in advance. And we can do the same thing. We can tell ourselves that we're not going to drink. And when those situations arise, that we're gonna say no. And you know, the thing is, guys, is that you don't want to go back. You do not want to relapse. You do not want to have that drink tonight. If someone offers it to you, just say no. And remember why you're sober. Think about all the reasons why you wanted to quit, why you don't want to drink anymore. Is it because you wake up feeling hungover every day? Do you feel like your health's declining? Are you having problems with your family or your friends? Are you having problems at work? Is it affecting you financially? There are so many reasons why that we would want to stop to drink, and all the things I just mentioned are all great reasons why. But remember what it is and why it is that you want to stop today, or why you did stop. And remember that whenever that thought does come into your mind, or someone does offer you a drink, it's not worth it. You know, at the end of the day, when we relapse, we have to go through that whole process all over again. We have to go through the withdrawals, the shakes, the bad feelings, just all of it. And you just don't want to have to deal with that again. So, with that said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here. But just stay sober this weekend. Don't forget why you're here, and don't give that thought any more energy in your brain. Just go ahead and get it on out of there and think about something else positive, whether it be your kids or your spouse, or whatever it is that you're thinking about, you know, where you're trying to be in life, your job, some big goal that you're trying to meet. Because when we do remove whatever the substance is in our life, man, meeting those goals actually becomes a reality. We can actually do those things, and our productivity and just every aspect of our life improves so much, so much. So, guys, with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't give that thought another thought, and stay safe and stay sober out there this weekend, guys. It really isn't worth it. And I'm about to get off of here and go ahead and hop on my talk with Slayer, so that's going to be coming up this week. And like I said, there will be a live this week. I'll figure out what day that's going to be coming up, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow. But last but not least, thank you so much again for all the well wishes for my son and all the prayers. You guys are so awesome, and I really do appreciate it. So, with that said, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I love y'all so much. Bye-bye.